At the start of the movie, Sweden's city experiences devastating earthquakes, causing widespread destruction. People are unable to predict the next quake or which areas to evacuate for safety. The underground mining in the city is revealed as the cause of these seismic events. Following the earthquakes, a group of friends gather for a party near the mining area. They notice a growing crack in the ground, and before they realize it, they all tumble into the expanding crevice. Meanwhile, Frigga, the security officer responsible for the mining site, arrives equipped with her specialized gadget to investigate the cause and severity of the earthquakes occurring near the mining area. After completing her tasks, Frigga reunites with her fiancé, only to remember it's her son's birthday today. With her ex-husband in town, they rush to surprise her son, but he's missing. Before Frigga can locate her son, a massive earthquake strikes the area. Checking the Richter scale, she notes it registers at a magnitude of 3.8. Concerned for her children's safety, she entrusts her daughter with finding her missing brother and decides to head to the mining area herself. As Frigga steps out of the house, she notices a dog sprinting out of the city, seemingly aware of imminent danger. Ignoring the odd occurrence, she heads straight for the mining area, her familiarity with the mountains making her the most qualified to handle the situation. Having served as security in charge for an extended period, she understands the terrain like no other. With 108 workers trapped in the mines, rescue efforts are underway. Despite this, Frigga decides to venture into the mines to assess the explosion firsthand. Accompanied by her ex-husband, who oversees the mining operations, they prepare to enter the depths of the earth. Venturing 520 meters into the mines, Frigga assesses the damage to the mountains by tapping on the rocky walls. Utilizing drone cameras, she discovers that continuous blasting has weakened the surface of the mountains significantly. To confirm her suspicions, she lightly strikes the mountain walls, causing a cascade of stones and revealing a hollow cavity, indicating a potentially hazardous situation. Meanwhile, Frigga's daughter learns from friends that her brother was recently spotted heading towards the mining area for work. While investigating the hollow area in the mines, Frigga realizes it extends 1.5 kilometers, directly beneath their city. This revelation highlights the imminent danger of the city becoming trapped at any moment. In a parallel scene, a child narrowly avoids getting stuck in shifting soil, saved by vigilant parents. Back in the mines, Frigga instructs her ex-husband to evacuate the city, emphasizing the urgency of the situation. He speculates that the mountains may be adjusting, but Frigga insists the danger is severe and immediate. As they converse, the mining area beneath them begins to crumble, prompting them to flee. Through the rescue team, Frigga's fiancé learns that the recent earthquake has ruptured the city's water pipes, causing insects to emerge from the ground and animals to flee, signaling imminent danger. Meanwhile, as Frigga leads the efforts to rescue the trapped workers in the mines, her fiancé observes her daughter chasing someone upon exiting. He intervenes and questions her daughter, who explains that the person she was pursuing might have information about her missing brother. The individual reveals that they stole Frigga's car to party at the mining area, where he passed out drunk and is now unaware of Frigga's son's whereabouts. In the next scene, Frigga is depicted sitting inside a safety truck in the mines, visibly anxious and fearful. She understands the imminent danger posed by the hollow area within the mountains, knowing that its collapse could devastate their entire city. Despite the ongoing rockfalls in the mining area, Frigga resolves to prioritize evacuating the city over her own safety. However, they soon discover that the city's exit is blocked. Undeterred, they persist in searching for an alternative route out. After an arduous journey, they find the alternate route also blocked. Frigga spots a small hole amidst the rocks and decides to use it as their way out. Clearing away debris, she manages to squeeze through the opening. However, her ex-husband struggles to follow suit due to the narrow space. Reluctantly, Frigga resorts to temporarily rendering him unconscious with a hammer blow to the head, allowing her to extract him from the tight space. As more of Frigga's colleagues emerge, her final colleague attempts to exit but gets her foot trapped in the rocks. Despite Frigga's efforts to free her, a shift in the rocks results in fatal injuries for the trapped colleague. In the next scene, Frigga's fiancé and daughter arrive at the mining area in search of her son, who was partying with friends earlier in the movie. They notice a significant crack, from which they hear a ringing phone. Peering inside, they find a child along with the ringing phone. However, when Frigga's daughter tries calling her brother, his phone doesn't ring from within the crack, indicating he's not there. Despite emerging from the mine, Frigga remains deeply shaken by the loss of her colleague. Eventually, they exit the mine, and Frigga receives a call from her daughter, who informs her she's atop the mines, where her son had been partying. Frigga advises her daughter to avoid heading towards the city, as it could become trapped at any moment, urging her to move away from the danger zone if possible. Following Frigga's orders, a warning alarm blares throughout the city, sparking panic and chaos among the residents. People flood the streets, unaware of what's to come. Suddenly, a massive crack appears in the road, trapping Frigga's car and leaving bystanders in shock. Frigga and her ex-husband desperately try to persuade people to flee for their lives, but their pleas go unheard. Within moments, the crack widens further, and Frigga's daughter finds herself in danger. Frigga's fiancé rushes to her rescue, pulling her to safety just as the mountains surrounding the mines begin to collapse. In a matter of seconds, the entire city crumbles into the ground, enveloped in a cloud of dust and debris. Many lives are lost in the devastation, leaving Frigga and the remaining survivors in a state of shock. The injured individuals were transported to the hospital. Among them was Frigga, who received news from her son's friend that he had attended a party near the mines, prompting her to rush to the school in search of him. Frigga and her entire family arrived at the school, only to find it completely destroyed. Despite the fear of her son's possible demise, they pressed on to locate him. Eventually, they heard his voice along with that of an injured girl. Frigga found her son trapped in a basement room beneath a collapsed roof. She first provided a rope to help rescue the injured girl, but tragically, the girl passed away before their eyes. Frigga, aware of the precarious conditions and a large crack below, prohibited her family from advancing further, reminiscent of cracks she had seen in the mountains. Frigga enters the crack through a pipe to rescue her son but accidentally injures her leg on a pole. Despite the blood, she focuses on her son's well-being. She assures him she won't marry her fiancé if he doesn't approve and would stay with his father if he prefers. He insists he only wants her happiness, to which she agrees. While they talk, a table hanging from a rope above them drops towards them. Frigga's son grabs onto it, freeing Frigga, still impaled by the pole. Meanwhile, her daughter arrives to help. Together, they remove the pole and stabilize Frigga. Frigga's son ascends first, but as they try to lift Frigga, the ground beneath her starts to give way. Frigga's daughter swings the table back to Frigga, and she jumps onto it. The weight strains the table, but Frigga's husband grabs the cable, electrocuting himself in the process. With his dying breath, he asks Frigga's fiancé to take care of their children. Eventually, the rescue team arrives and saves them all. The traumatic experience leaves a lasting impact on everyone involved. With this movie concludes. I hope you have liked this movie recap. Please like, share and subscribe for more real recaps.